let's get started. So, my arch nemesis Rihanna addressed... I swear to God, I hate her. She addressed the rumors of her allegedly doing cocaine backstage at the Coachella concert or Coachella festival that happened this past weekend. So, she responded in her bad gal Riri way, of course, and she said the following, and I quote, "Your lame ass got some effing nerve. Any fool could see that's a joint I'm basing with cigarettes." She actually used the word basing. I find that interesting. Who snorts tobacco? For which yo never been to a rodeo, so someone squeezing their nose means they're doing coke looking ass. I swear to God, she said every word of that. But anyways, Megan, perhaps you can bring some clarity to this. What did you think when you first heard about the rumors of her doing the cocoa, as they call it?
To be honest,
yes.
Since the whole Chris Brown thing,
yes,
haven't really paid much attention to her because she's pulled like a Britney and I'm waiting for her to shave her head.
Yeah, I'm waiting too, but it worked in the exact opposite. She's actually trajected higher since then, and I don't understand how or why.
I mean, as bad as it was, the whole Chris Brown situation, it catapulted her into superstar. She was a superstar before, don't get me wrong.
I think she was on the way of superstardom.
It was probably,
but that fast tracked her.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows I am.
But everybody also knows that she doesn't hide the fact that she,
that she's a bit mischievous.
Exactly. She's not hid that. She hasn't really played into the fact that she should be the quote-unquote good girl, as you know by her nickname.
Right.
And she has made it very clear that she doesn't care if people think that she should be a role model. She's going to act how she wants to act because she's her own person and nobody's going to tell her what to do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when you really think about it, celebrities are humans as well. They're regular people. They just have a lot more zeros at the end of their paycheck than we do.
True. A lot more zeros, a lot more commas.
So she's really not doing, whether she was doing it or not, she's not doing anything different than the other thousands of people that could have been there doing the exact same thing she was. It's just, she's Rihanna, so she's getting talked about. Whereas if it was you and I there doing the same thing she was, nobody would know about it. It wouldn't be a big thing.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, they're there.
Yeah, they are. Exactly. No, and I agree. Everyone already knows I'm just not the biggest fan of her just because I feel like she's
severely overrated to the 10th degree. The whole bad bitch thing, I could care less about it. It's a gimmick. I've seen so many artists do it. She's no different. Her singing is average at best. I mean, I could go on for days about how much I dislike Rihanna, but
I liked her better when she first came out.
Oh yeah, when she's doing Ponder Replay and all that stuff. Yeah, she's a cute little innocent Beijing girl who was so naive to America. It's cute. It's whatever. True, she was more tolerable back then, but now it's all bad girl, this bad whatever. Anyways, moving on. Let's change this topic. I feel like a bad taste coming in my mouth already. Speaking of bad taste in their mouth, Drizzy Drake got one hell of a lip smacker this past weekend at Coachella when the one and only Madonna came to do a surprise performance on his set and ended the set by giving him one hell of a kiss. This kiss was heard and saw all over the world. And it's kind of funny too, as I was watching it, Drake was, trying to get into his little romantic mode, trying to grope her hair a little bit, but then she pulled her hand back down and said, nah, this is my kiss, we're doing it my way kind of thing. So anyways, she did a kiss, and Drake had the most hilarious reaction of life. He just grabbed his mouth and just kind of wanted to wet the taste out. And I can tell just by looking that it looked incredibly awkward and uncomfortable to say the least. However, he recently came out with a statement in regards to said kiss. And I quote, "Don't misinterpret my shock. I got to make out with the Queen Madonna and I feel 100 about that forever." Megan, are you buying that?
No, I'm not.
Alright, and why so?
Actions speak louder than words.
They really do.
Dude, come on. You looked like you didn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Try to turn around and make a statement to make her feel better. It's Madonna. She doesn't care.
Exactly. She really doesn't. She lets me know she doesn't care. This is the same woman who took a crucifix and used it with her vaginal region on a live set. So
it's also the same woman who kissed Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears,
Dennis Rodman, Tupac Shakur. The list goes on.
It's her thing.
It's her thing. It is her thing.
Which we're not judging. We're not judging at all, just so you know. But nonetheless, that kiss between them was very awkward, to say the least. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, my ultimate crush of all time is Alicia Keys. And if I was on stage, on a chair, and Alicia Keys bent down and gave me a kiss to that magnitude, I wouldn't do all of that, wipe my mouth. I would probably reenact myself doing the kiss once the kiss was done. And then a good 10 seconds later, I'd be like, oh, it's over? Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I didn't know. All right, what's to do the next song? Yeah, okay. That's what I would do. Not, like, no. He looked like he just had a really bad Jager bomb, and he was just trying to recover from it. But anyways, Drake will be Drake, and he will be as humble as possible for his actions. But nonetheless, I thought it was awesome. Gentlemen, V.Stiviano. Now, she is in the news, mainly because of the fact that she lost a court case to the ex-wife of Donald Sterling, Shelly Sterling. And she is ordered to pay a whopping, $2.6 million in things that she is owed. Now, she won this case mainly because of a technicality. V.Stiviano was messing around with Donald Sterling while he was still legally married to Shelly Sterling. Therefore, the money that Donald spent on V, what does V stand for anyway? Anyways.
I can't remember.
You actually heard what it meant?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember though.
Anyways, the money that he spent on V was counted as community property because of the fact that he was still married to Shelly. I don't know how that works. I'm not a lawyer. Hopefully someone will explain that to me, but nonetheless, I found that quite interesting. Anyways, here's a sample size of the things that were bought during this time. It doesn't equate to the entire $2.6 million, but just a little smaller amounts of size. And I just want to read this up just for my own enjoyment. $925 for dry cleaning. $843 for skin treatment, aka that plastic. I'm a jerk.
She looks like a cat.
Right? $695 for Chanel thong sandals.
Flip flops.
Yes.
All right.
There's more later on. $391 for an Easter bunny costume. $354 for birthday cake. $299 for a 2-speed blender, because you gotta have a 2-speed. You can't just have a 1-speed.
What is she blending? Because I'm pretty sure she probably had.
She's blending the talent that she doesn't have. Is what she's trying to blend. $140. This one was kind of surprising because of the price. $140 for Kobe 8 System Nike basketball shoes. I thought those were worth much more, but I guess she got them on discount.
Or she has small feet.
True. $12 for a lace thong. And here's the kicker right here. $1 whopping for a donation to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital as part of a purchase at a CVS store. Now.
Oh, like when you're at CVS and you buy your stuff and they say, "Oh, would you like to donate?"
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, please tell me she did not actually.
I know.
I'm going to donate.
I know. That's what I thought too at first. That's why I was ready to rip into her. But nonetheless, this whole thing has me lightheaded. Megan, what is your take on this lawsuit?
I mean, she deserves it, maybe? This is kind of like her karma.
I mean,
I don't really know, because at the end of the day,
she ratted out a known racist. I mean, I'm not a big fan of her because she's kind of dim-witted.
Actually, I take that back. She doesn't. This is not karma, because at the end of the day, like, Shelly Sterling, like, you knew this was happening.
Yeah. Thank you.
So okay.
And this is what
I take it back. She doesn't. It's not karma.
It's not at all.
Knew this was happening.
You know what it is? It's Shelly being petty. Petty at the fact that.
But that's why they're billionaires. They did stuff like this. It's been known that the Sterlings did stuff like this to their tenants of their apartments that they owned, and
they were slumlords.
Like they found loopholes within the law so that they could end up suing people who don't have money for money they don't have. So this doesn't even surprise me. But
it's petty at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, they sold a worthless Clippers team at the time
that they bought in 1980, whatever, that was only worth $12 million, and they flipped it for $2 billion. They should be laughing right now, but no, she wants to get an extra measure of revenge for what? For a girl who probably doesn't even have a GED at the very least? I mean, I'm no fan of V.Stiviano, but I gotta be objective, man. I mean, this is petty.
It is.
It's petty at best. Like, let her be.
But it's the Sterling way.
I guess so it is, man. But anyway.